What up? 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 What's the deal? Let me get things set up real quick. All right. Uh, let's see. 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 Now, got a few minutes here. I've got a few minutes here to try and figure it out. 1 second here. Make sure my stream. Get a few things squared away. Yo. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't get I didn't get my chat set up. My fault, y'all. 1 second, let me get my chat stream set up. Yep, let's get it together. All right. Uh, Not nothing spectacular, right? We know we got one. We know this the first week, man. So it's hard to really all we got is last year's data to go off of. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day here, I will right now. I mean, it's easy money. I mean, not easy money, but it's early. It's early in the flick. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I guess I'll be using a mixture of Prop Finder, Game Day, some Doink, a little bit of projections and stuff like that. But right now, I know everybody's locking stuff in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go in here and try to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. But I what I will do is what I will do is here is probably try to put a lay together, right? And then let everybody else go on about their business. Maybe try to do something about 30 of about 30 minutes. What I can do is kind of like this is Prop Finder here, and like I said, I'll be trying to use a little bit of Doink, a little bit of Prop Finder, a little bit of Game Day Insights because we do got NFL there. You know what I'm saying? So I use a little bit of everything here, and just kind of like give you guys insight on what I like real quick. Some touchdown plays, and probably put a parlay together, or maybe a monster parlay, and then pretty much like get out of here, right? So where I'm at with that is now a lot of different books got a lot of different got a lot of different got a lot of different promos and stuff like that. But what I will say here is when you're looking for a lot of alternates and stuff like that, DraftKings is giving you a lot of alternate options, right? They're giving you alternate passing options, okay? Passing yards. They give you combined pass yards between both quarterbacks with alternate options, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Both quarterbacks combined for X amount of yards. You know what I'm saying? And you can alter those and you can ladder those up. Um, Either you got either or passing yards and you can ladder those up, okay? One of those guys, right? So they got some shit here, right? Passing touchdowns, you can ladder those up, right? And you can do alternates. Passing attempts, you can do alternates there, right? So you know, DraftKings look like the book right now. Completions, you can alter those up and down, okay? Pass plus rush yards, you can alter those up and down, right? First quarter pass yards, you can shake those up and down, okay? Interceptions, pass yards, then you get to your over unders in the back, where it just give you your your regulars, right? So do not sleep on this book right here. This book is giving folks life, right? So it is what it is. When you're out here trying to do your bankroll builders and stuff like that, cannot forget that. Then your receiving props, combined receiving props. They got regular receiving props. You can ladder those. Combined receiving props, whatever they give you, and you can ladder those, right, up and down, right. Um, Either receiving or reception yards, you can ladder those up and down. Receptions up and down, you know what I'm saying? Receiving yards first quarter up and down, receiving yards over unders and things like that. Same thing with your rushing props. You got your combined rushing props, either or. Rushing plus recepts, rushing attempts, ladders. You know what I'm saying? Rushing yards first quarter, ladders. Then you got your over unders all the way to the back. Player specials and things like that is definitely something you also want to take a look at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, FanDuel got some hefty ones as well, right? So they give you a lot of options to get busy, You say, okay? They give you a lot of options to get busy in this space here. Um, and like I said, we can go ahead and uh, so um, looking at the games here. I'll tell you what, guys, what I like, right? So, how about TD scores? So, um, didn't take a TD scorer in this game yet, but all these numbers here are pretty much reasonable, right? We know Chase can get in there, Higgins can get in there. Higgins is interesting, right? I really want to pull the trigger on Higgins. He's one of the guys that I don't mind taking for a touchdown. On the other side, we know what type of everybody knows defense knows that Chase Brown's going to be out there. I mean, Jamar Chase going to be out there, right? So that definitely opens up something for T Higgins. So of the usual suspects, he's a candidate. We know Chase Brown is going to have that work. We know everybody, right? Dan and Joko definitely a touchdown candidate here. Um, and next here, I don't mind looking at Terry McLaurin. McLaurin would be a touchdown candidate as well. How is it a better way I can do this so I can show you guys? How about coming over here? Uh, let's say who was I just looking at? Terry McLaurin. Yeah, so Terry McLaurin definitely can be a touchdown. Anytime TD, 8 of his last 10 games, he's got a touchdown. So he's definitely a touchdown candidate, okay? So he's somebody that you can definitely look at. And I believe I can just but he's got one touchdown versus these guys. But like I said, he's still a touchdown candidate. They are going against the Giants. He's seen them. Bam. So the last time he played them, he had a touchdown. Okay, he only had three receptions, three, right? Going down the line again. My touchdown guys. James Conner, right? So what I will do here is I'll put the two over there, right? He's a two touchdown candidate for me. A two touchdown candidate for me. What's up? What's up, J Mac? He's a two touchdown candidate for me. James Conner, right? Um, Pittsburgh Steelers, um, New York Jets. Um, no touchdown score. What the hell? What is this? All right, Bucky Irvin, Mike Evans, right? I like those two. Bijan, I like Bijan. But for the value you're getting right here, especially Mike Evans, for the value you're getting, like, come on, man. Um, they got defense, special teams. Mm. Brian Thomas Jr. Um, just somebody that's definitely on my radar. Even I don't know where Travis Hunter's going to be lined up, but he's definitely somebody that you can look at as well. Looking at hmm, Carolina defense. I can hit the advanced slip right here. And this is the TD matchups column right here. So the running back one has 11 touchdowns. They in the green, right? Damn. 101 rushing yards a game. Mm. Wide receiver two, 10 touchdowns. Damn, who's gonna be on the other side? And tight ends. Tight ends, what? Let me see something. Who was that? Carolina Panthers defense. Hmm. Wide receiver. Carolina. Red zone touch. 21 touchdown. They probably top two. Yeah, Carolina top two to wide receivers. Touchdowns last year. Um, tight ends. Carolina number one touchdown. 21 red zone. Uh, what about running backs? Carolina 13th. And then, okay. No, you know what? Them pass catches. But you know what though? Running backs, Carolina, red zone targets, right? And for the running back, Carolina, 14, right? Red zone targets for the running back. That's crazy work. Um, mm, touchdowns in general, pass catchers, Carolina was number one. So yeah, right. So going back here, um, hmm. And we'll see. I don't have all the changes and coaching changes and defensive changes and stuff like that, but Carolina, Carolina was giving up. Wait a minute. Carolina was giving up touchdowns, man. Let me see. Carolina was giving up touchdowns. Okay. So as you can see here, Brian Thomas Jr. last 10 games, head to head, no, head to head not available. Um, it was in man coverage versus man. 36 receptions, 5 TDs versus man in zone. Um, hmm. Receiving yards for him. He's hit this receiving yards in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight receptions. He hit his reception line in 5.5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight. Um, the depth chart. Travis Hunter number two, right? Okay, so longest reception. He hit that longest reception in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight. And his fancy points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight, right? So he was on one. His last 6 games, he was on one. So that's one thing there that you can also take heed to. Going back, let's see, going back, this Carolina Panthers defense, as you can see, running back one, 12, they're green and running back one, we know that, and then the rushing yards. Um, Wide receiver two. So the touchdowns, wide receiver two, right? That on the receiving, wide receiver two was green as hell. That'll probably be, who would that be? Wide receiver two, that would be Travis, right? What's up, Mackie? That'll be Travis, right? Wide receiver two was green as hell. 10 touchdowns, 10 reception touchdowns, rather, yards presenting red zone targets. Wide receiver one and two, but wide receiver two had a decent amount of touchdowns. And then when you're looking at running back two, and then tight end two, they was man, they was goddamn it getting, they was getting worked. They was getting worked, right? So like I said, all the changes and stuff like that. I don't have all the changes, right? I don't have all the changes. Yeah, Dom, we getting ready to put something together. Win, lose or draw. I'm gonna put something together. I just want to go through some shit that say you got 4 guys left on the slip. Yeah, I just want to go through some shit that that I was just noticing right now. And like coming in, because all we can do is come over from last season. The only thing I can say is I don't have the coaching changes, right? Because a lot of this stuff is not going to be the same. from last year, right? I don't have the coaching changes, but Carolina, when you look at Carolina overall, they've given up 35 TDs um, to the running back, tight end, and wide receiver position. Wide receiver in general, they've given up the second most TDs. Um, 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 and tight end in general, they've given up the most TDs right there. And running backs, they given up they down here top 15 and giving up the TDs. But when this is pass catching now versus the rush, uh, TDs, Carolina 24 rushing TDs. Right? And then red zone attempts, they was number one for running backs. Okay, so they're giving up. They was giving up. They was giving it up. They was giving it up. Okay, so back to where we were, just going down the line. Now, um, Jonathan Taylor, Jonathan Taylor, um, Warren. You got. I'm end up trying Warren one time, maybe. Um, I mean, Genty, Trevion, I don't know, right? Um, it's going to be a lot going on here. Tennessee, not a lot. I mean, I don't know who I want to pick right there with that defense out there like that. Christopher McCaffrey, you're never gonna get that shit. See what his status is, but -110. Kenneth Walker, yes. Um, Jacobs is a yes. Gibbs is a yes. Montgomery at +170. I think you take a stab at that. +170. Come on now. I like that over. You know what I'm saying? Um, Calvin Williams at -125. Nick Nick Chubb at +225. Come on now, cut it out. Even if he don't get in there, just stop it. Right? +140 for Nico Devontae Adams. Very interesting. Um, Derrick Henry, two type of touchdown type of guy. This one here is definitely going to be one of those spots here where we're looking at you've been seeing it in my you seen it in my armrest in the Cadillac, not the Chevy. If she what you know what she's trying to do? Right. Well, in the Cadillac, I might have some dollars in the armrest. If not in the Chevy, look in the Chevy, then I probably got $100 worth of quarters in there. And and I keep quarters in all my everywhere. So check that. Whichever way she wanted. Um, damn, where were we going with this? I'm trying to look for what game was that? Um, oh, Baltimore, right? So two teams that I feel like that's capable. Um, I would say if Baltimore, the one who would fuck this up would probably be. I would say first and foremost we have a 50 and a half over under here, right? And I would say the person who would fuck this up would probably be truth be told, I would say I would say Baltimore. I mean, not Baltimore, Buffalo. I mean, how long can Josh Allen keep doing this shit, right? With these players that he's fucking around with. But both teams to score a touchdown in each half. We're looking at a -110. Both teams to score two touchdowns in each half. We're looking at a plus 1360, right? It can happen. Okay, it can happen. We're not. Come on now. We know it can happen, right? If it comes out to be one of those games, at the end of the day, I'm betting both. So you can get both teams to score two touchdowns in each quarter, um, in each half. Don't matter how it comes. You get at plus 1360, but I got to take a swack at the -110 for both teams to score a touchdown in each half. Okay, I'm taking. I mean, what you want me to do? What you want me to do, right? So definitely Derrick Henry, your Josh Allen's, your Lamar Jackson. You get a plus 200 for a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Mark Andrews, love it there. Love the Mark Andrews look there. So one thing I do want to take a look at is a couple plays that I like for these guys here. So first and foremost, we'll take a look at and Andrews. Okay, so when we look at the anytime touchdown head to head versus team, they last two games he hadn't scored, right? So, but last 7 of his last 10 teams, 10 times he got a touchdown versus these boys. I mean, in general. There'll be no the backup the backup tight end, I forgot his name. He won't be there, right? So we know he dropped that pass. He needs to come on now. He dropped that motherfucker pass. That shit was crazy work. But it is what it is. In an environment like this, you know what I'm saying? So he started picking it up later, right? Starting to pick it up later. 4 games, his last 4 games, he hit his longest reception at 23. Wait. Wait a minute. 5 receptions, 61 yards. Did he just go under it? No, it's green. It's green. It did his fantasy points right there. So he's over his fantasy points 8 of his last 10. Okay. So they play zone. Let me see. Anytime TD. Now he doesn't have a TD versus them. And they do play zone a lot, right? So what I want to do here is so you can see versus zone. Versus man, he's got 8 touchdowns. So if you don't want to go there, I can understand, right? But all his numbers versus man looks really good. So, but they play zone 61% of the time, and you can see down here versus zone right here. How do I move that? Um, Let me see. Long red zone targets. He's got 2. So I can see instances where you might want to lean back off him, right? But they play zone 61% of the time. Now another play here, it would be Lamar Jackson, over 1.5 TDs, right? Lamar Jackson over 1.5 TDs, passing TDs, passing yards, passing TDs. So he's over this number in 9 of his last 10 games. He's hit this number versus this team twice, right? You'll get that for over 1.5. Decent numbers, right? DraftKings plus 100. You know what I'm saying? Over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He's over this number in 9 of his last 10 games. Over this number in 9 of his last 10 games. Right here, you'll get everything that you need to know. A lot of things that you need to know here when it comes to passing attempts. Where this team greens means good, red means you know what I'm saying. So yellow means in the middle, right? In the middle. Red. So at the end of the day, let's see, passing price, rather, uh, passing attempts, in the green, passing completions in the green, completion percentages in the green, interceptions, passing touchdowns is in the green, passer ratings in the green, stuff like that. Passing yards per game in the green, passing interceptions for touchdowns, whatever that is. Red zone attempts. Okay, and then it's passing attempts here. Longest rush, fantasy points. Fantasy points, he's over his fantasy points in 9 of 10. Okay. And hit two for two head to head versus them. All right. So Lamar Jackson is definitely somebody that you're going to want to look at. So hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. Lamar Jackson. And then I do want to take a look at Zay, right? So Zay is somebody I want to take a look at. Um, Let me look at receiving targets, whatever. Coverage versus, man, they are doing what? Zone coverage, zone receptions, 3 touchdowns versus zone. Anytime TD. Um, Buffalo explosive plays allowed, right? So when you're looking at the wide receiver here, um, they explosive plays, pass play. I guess this is 10 plus yards, 20 plus yards. I guess that's 56 plays, 30 plus yards. I guess that's 11 right there. Okay, so they can be had in the explosive plays category. But let me slide over here. Let me see something. So they playing zone. Hmm. He's getting touched. He's getting targets in the red zone, in zone. He's got he only had 4 touchdowns. 3 of them come versus zone. None of them come versus this team, right? Receptions. Mm, longest receptions, fantasy score. Okay, okay. All right. I just wanted to see that. Going back over here, Baltimore Ravens defense. Oh, and then that's the Monday night game. We'll come back to that in another day, which will probably be tomorrow, right? We'll do that tomorrow. So, a lot of different touchdown plays. Now, like I said, remember, right? For the people who wasn't here, whatever case may be, DraftKings stepped their game up this year. Remember, take advantage of these soft lines and alternate lines. Remember, um, they're giving you alternates on the either or. I mean, let me see. That's TD score. Um, TD scores. Um, Either or first touchdown, either or any touchdown, anytime touchdown, and they're giving you the option to take one or two. Okay, combined anytime touchdowns. They give you the option to ladder those. All right, 3 plus TDs, TD exacts and stuff like that. Then, like I said, the passing props, they give you a chance to ladder the combined yards or take it down, right? Either or passing yards. Then you could combine. I mean, you could alter those, right? That's crazy work, right? The passing TDs. I don't know if they haven't been had this. You could you could alter those, and then the passing attempts. You can alter those, right? Passing attempts for bankroll builders, completions. You can alter those for bankroll builders, right? You can go up or you can go down, right? Passing plus rushing yards. You can alter them up or down, and then first quarter you can alter them up and down, right? For first quarter, that's crazy work. Interceptions, up or down, right? So, and then same thing with receiving props, the combined receiving yards, either 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 player receiving yards and and you can ladder them up, right? Receptions, ladder them up. So that's very important when you're trying to, because you got different type of players. You got players who gonna come on here and bang them out of bankroll builder, right? And it be done with this shit. You got some players that's gonna play a lot of volume, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. All right, so whew, man, looking at I got a bunch of TD scores, man, a bunch of TD scores. But come over here, put a parlay together, okay? Now I was looking at FanDuel for I was looking at FanDuel, so they got some specials that I was looking at here, right? So let me go back to NFL. Um, I was looking at some guys that's going to be heavily involved. I was thinking about some guys that's going to be heavily involved in the offense, right? I got about 15, 20 more minutes here, right? 20 more minutes. We're going to put a couple parlays together and then we getting out of here, right? Not those little parlays that we've been doing. We ain't gonna worry about it. It's week one. I don't have a lot of data to go off of. Just a lot of shit coming from coming from what the fuck? I like watching the high definition. That's why I'm watching on screen variety TV. And I don't know. Um, so, and then I like receivings, right? So, what I do like is I really feel like James Conner can steal too, right? Another guy that I feel like can steal too would be going up against this weak ass defense. I mean, this defense shouldn't be. They should be able to move the ball. That would be Connor. I mean Taylor. Now, since these guys are plus 300s and stuff like that, I don't mind going here, sliding in. Pause, man. What the fuck? What the helly? Now, Nick Chubb, he's a plus 200, man. He's a plus 200, 230 at that. You can go in there. One, two, two, and two for Nick Chubb, plus 1,700. Plus 1,700 for two touchdowns. I don't care how he looks. I don't give a care. I don't care. If you get down there, you can be able to punch it in. Come on now. Y'all know that. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, right? Um, Now you don't have to take these guys for two. You don't. You don't have to take these guys for two. I'm just saying those are two touchdown candidate guys. You could also round robin this. You could also round robin this, or whatever the case may be. Um, Derrick Henry, definitely a two touchdown candidate. In a game that's got a 50 over under. All right, I'm gonna leave that as that, right? Then I'm gonna come over here to I'm gonna pull another FanDuel play up here. I'm gonna pull another FanDuel play up right here. Then I'm gonna remove that. Now let me see NFL parlay builder, anytime touchdown parlay builder. Now, like I said, this parlay here, it ain't gonna be chalk. Okay, so we know. I mean, your Jonathan Taylor's. I got one with Jonathan Taylor, Chase Brown. You know what I'm saying? All them chalky motherfuckers. Bijan. I got Connor. McCaffrey is a straight. And a parlay piece. Montgomery is going to be one of these guys I'm getting ready to put in this lay. But I mean, Derrick Henry, all them chalky motherfuckers. I got plays with them in there, right? I got plays with them already, right? All them chalky motherfuckers, I got plays in there with them. But um, Mark Andrews, he's a candidate. I might fall lay back off of him. I might not, but Chubb, he's going in this one touchdown. David Montgomery, one touchdown, man, plus money. Um, Christian McCaffrey, right? Um, Brian Thomas Jr., man, I like him. And Travis Etienne, I think both Travis Hunter, one of these boys getting a touchdown. I'm not gonna put him. I'm not gonna put him in his lay though. But one of these boys getting a touchdown. Um, Justin Fields plus 220 is definitely a candidate. I don't give a fuck how good this defense is. He's still a candidate. Bucky Irving, Mike Evans, yes, please, right? Um, uh, um, Ashton Genty, he's definitely a candidate. Malik Neighbors is a candidate. We say Terry McLaurin have been scoring touchdown as of late plus 130. I like that. Even T Higgins at plus 100. And I'll leave it like this, or maybe go one more. Other guys I do like, but this is going to be like a where is Njoku? Njoku, up here. So Njoku, I like Njoku, and you should get a decent number on Njoku at plus 240, right? So I can round robin these right here. I can round robin these right here. Nick Chubb, David Montgomery, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Evans, and David Njoku at at a plus 1100. We can round robin those as well, right? So I definitely like those. All these guys getting played straight, but I like those, right? At round robin, I could do a round robin by threes. Okay. Um, One more, right? I used to do a lot of specials and stuff like that. I used to do a lot of specials, right? And I give you guys a verbal. I give you that's what I'm gonna say. I give you guys I'll let you guys know like a rundown of who I like for safe yards, okay? For safe yards and receptions. I'm more of a receptions guy, so I'll give you guys that, okay? So let's go to um let's pull up FanDuel one more time and let me pull this out. Specials, man. NFL. Do they let you go through the specials, man? Let me see. Weekly specials. Okay, each team. Okay, so blowouts, ringer specials, man. You gotta have time with these specials, bro. Don't sleep on, man. It's so many plays out there, man. You just gotta be safe out there, and please do your straights. Um, Red zone specials. Let me see. Week one specials, wide receiver specials. I will go. So I probably have to go through those game by game, right? So I have to go through those game by game. So I wish they did their columns a little bit better, but when I'm looking at these specials, I'm looking for target hogs, right? People who I know who's going to get targeted heavily, right? So I would look at receiving props. Um, Down here to receiving props. Brian Thomas Jr. to record one reception in each quarter. That's a plus 200. One catch in each quarter. Um, McMillan, 5 yards for Thomas in each quarter. 25 yards in each half for, shit like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Some easy shit. Nothing's easy, but it is what it is. Because they got some extra shit down here that's that's pretty hard too. Two receptions, things like that, right? Um, Carolina Panthers, Jackson Jaguars, Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, maybe not today, or maybe today, but one thing I know is the Fields know how to lock onto his number one receiver, right? And you can probably get this is decent. DK Metcalf, Gary Wilson combined for 100 receiving yards and a TD could happen, but Gary Wilson one reception in each quarter plus 230. DK Metcalf one reception in each quarter plus 300. Okay, I'm just saying. Arizona Cardinals versus these weak ass Saints. What do you like? Who do you like? What you think, right? Like McBride, one reception in each quarter, plus 130. Marvin Harris, this shit ain't easy as you think either. Even Olave, one reception in each quarter. Harrison, one reception in each quarter, plus 300. That's just one reception, okay? Cincinnati Bengals, I smacked a big one with these guys last year. Um, Chase and Judy, minus 140, 125 yards to combine. Um, Higgins, 25 yards in each quarter. I'm kind of like looking at, I really want to look at Higgins here. Truth be told, I'm looking at some of his numbers. They don't have, okay, Higgins, 25, they only got that. They're not going to do that. Chase, one reception in each quarter plus 115. Um, Easier said than done, sir. I'm telling y'all, this shit easier said than done. Um, Browns, Tampa Bay. Uh, I I think you got to look at probably look at reception, receiving props. Um, Evans, mm, London, one every quarter plus 135. Evans, one reception each quarter plus 165. What about the kid? 20 yards in each half. Two receptions each quarter. London and Ibuka, 300 receiving yards combined plus 3,500. Damn, man, you could really fuck them up. Um, Houston Texans. Um, uh, what's the kid's name? Receiving props. Nico Collins, 25 in each half, plus minus 110. Nico and Puka. Nico, one reception each quarter, plus 140. Puka, one reception each quarter, plus 140. Uh, 25 yards for Devontae in each half, plus 200. Nico and Puka for 300 yards, plus 2,200. They scaled back some of these because they had some odds bigger than that. So those don't forget about those. I probably mix and match some of those on a parlay. And when I'm looking at safer yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here. Safe yardage parlay or something like that, receiving or something like that. A safe joint. Um, mm, I like a lot of tight ends. I look at a lot of tight ends. I look at a lot of tight ends, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So Giants, Commanders. What I was looking at here is receptions. Now, I think there's an instance where Austin Eckler at 2.5 receptions could and should be in play. I don't know about the yardage and stuff like that, but 2.5 receptions, something like that is in play. Carolina Panthers, Jacksonville, Jaguars, Carolina Panthers, Jacksonville, Jaguar, Houston, Texas, the Rams, Detroit, Green Bay, San Francisco. I like receptions here. Um, Total receptions. George Kittle. I like his 4.5. George Kittle 4.5. I like the 3.5 for Ricky Pearsall. That's a straight for me. Uh, I like the 3.5 for Ricky Pearsall. So I don't think you can go with wrong, even if you want to alter them. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them. You could probably go. You can go Pearsall, or you can go Kittle 4, and you can go Kittle 5. I think he gets 5 receptions, right? We can go 4 or 5 for those two, but you'll have to take. I think I would probably go 4 for Pearsall at minus 125, 130, or yardage, right? 25, 30 yards, 30 yards for Pearsall, or Kittle, 30, 40, 50. Hmm. I'll have to come back to that. Um, Another play I like, sneaky. Where's Jacksonville? Jacksonville. Not Jacksonville. Um, Carolina. Oh, Saints. Receiving props here. Um, Receptions. Jawan Johnson 2.5. Jawan Johnson 2.5 at minus 128. I think we can go Jawan Johnson. Where the fuck is he at? Right here. 15 yards. I think we can get 15 yards out of Jawan Johnson, right? 25 yard or receptions. What they got for his receptions? They don't have his alternate receptions here, right? I'm gonna see if we can get 15 yards out of Jawan Johnson here. Um, I want to go back here. Mackey say Cup 4. I'll put that up there, Mackey. Um, I'll put that up there. 4 receptions for Mackey. I mean for Mackey. I'm talking about for Mackey. He's Seattle, right? Seattle. Boy, I'm so terrible at looking. Okay, there it is, right there. All right, so Seattle here, receiving props. This gonna be a same game parlay game, bro. Uh, who you say Cup? Oh, Cup. 4 receptions. You want to put the? We'll put the four in there. We'll put the four in there. Fuck it, right? Damn, Kittle. They got. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be a bankroll builder. At least I can give going here and give me a plus 100 between McCaffrey, Kittle, Cup, Pearsall. I can go in there and find me a plus 100 with ease. No means it's gonna hit, but I'm just saying. I'm probably just gonna take like one from a few games though. Um, Carolina Panthers. I'm looking at. I'm looking at. Brian Thomas Jr., McMillan, Strange, Strange. No, yeah, Sanders. That's what I'm looking at. Jatavian Sanders. 2.5 receptions, plus minus 106. Sanders here. 15 yards. Sanders, 2 receptions. I like that. I like Sanders. I'm probably gonna take his 2.5 receptions though, straight. And let me see. I also I probably want to take I probably want to take Adams, bro. I probably want to take Devontae Adams for about 4. I also probably want to take Diggs for about 4, right? So receptions here. Receiving yards, Diggs 25, 30. How about 4 receptions for Diggs? He gonna have to sell today. I'm gonna throw him up there for 4. He gonna have to sell, right? Mm-hmm. Njoku for at least 4. Olave and Adams, Trey Smith, Olave and Adams. Um, this the CVS receipt, huh? This the CVS receipt, huh? Let's get Njoku up there. We'll go receptions with Njoku about 4. 4. I like the 5 for Njoku. Um, I should put the 5 up there, but I ain't even gonna trip. Olave and Adams. Olave and Adams. J Mac rush attempts. You like Hubbard rush attempts? Chuba Hubbard. I'm gonna just throw these. Keep that in mind. I ain't gonna put that on this lay, but I'm just doing all receptions and reception yards on this one. Los Angeles Rams. Um, Adams. 30 yards. Put Adams up there for about 4 catches. Olave. Um, let me see receiving props. Marvin Harrison. That motherfucker, boy, he'll go out here and sell this, won't he? Marvin Harrison, go out here and sell these 4 catches, won't he? Mm. What we throwing Olave up there for 4 catches? 4 catches, Trey. I'm putting right there for 4. Mm. Mm. 4 bet. I got him up there. Um, Tyreek Hill, Waddle, and man, Warren. We know he'll dump it. The quarterback, what's his name? He'll hit the quarter. He'll dump it in the slot. He'll also dump it to the uh 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 uh, uh tight end. What's his name? Daniel Jones. Tyler Warren definitely in play right there, man. Um, who am I missing, man? Just to make this a quick and solid. Probably have to go with Hill, right? Tyreek Hill. Chase might go on something else. I might because Chase might go on something else. I might put actually I might bet the kid on the other side. And I see I like Njoku and the number two receiver a little bit more than Chase. What's that boy name? Josh Downs a motherfucker too. It's gonna be between, cause man, it's gonna be between Josh Downs or Warren, bro. Warren finna go crazy. I think Warren finna go crazy. Josh Downs can go crazy. Them the two though, cause I think Josh Downs be in a slot and Warren, because you gotta look at Daniel Jones, man. You know he will hit Josh Downs. He will hit Warren. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, T. Higgins, yeah, J Mac. At the end of the day, yeah, Trey, it's bro, it's everybody not gonna go crazy, right? So it's hard for me to figure out which one gonna be the best one, right? Because then they got Pittman, and then they also got. So you want to get the, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna get left out. And looking at that, I think Coach gonna beat their ass. Somebody gonna get left out, right? And then this Miami defense ain't gonna look good. Somebody gonna get left out. So for me to alleviate that situation, I gotta look at the Miami guys, right? They defense not projected to be good. They projected to be down, so they're gonna have to be passing, right? They're gonna have to be passing. They don't have that subtle run game. They're gonna have to be passing, right? The weapons you see here, Tyreek Hill, the running back, what's the boy name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, who catch the passes. And then you got like Waddle, and then maybe the tight end, I forgot the tight end name, but predicting game flow, I feel like Miami gonna have to be, and then you got Tua, right? And then Tyreek Hill, he need to redeem his fucking self. So pass catching here, I probably would, because you got somebody like I don't know what type of game this gonna be, right? Coach can get up on these boys and have to run the ball, run the ball, and shit like that with somebody like Taylor. I feel like, you're gonna have to fuck around probably. I mean, 4 receptions, that's too juiced, right? Plus 500. I have for Tyreek Hill, I would have to go 5 receptions or nothing, at least a minus 230 for a parlay piece. Waddle, 4 receptions for Waddle, 4 receptions or 5 for Tyreek Hill, right? Or Devon A. Chain, 3, his 4 receptions, right? But then he's battling some type of injury. I mean, Warren, 3 receptions and minus 300. It would have to be Waddle or Waddle at 4 at a minus 290, or Tyreek Hill at 5 at a minus 235. Because you get 4 receptions for Tyreek Hill at 500, or just leave the shit alone in general. Just go to a whole nother game. You know what I'm saying? Pierce there, yeah. So they got a lot. Yeah, Pierce can be a long reception type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But looking at this game, for some reason, I just think the coach gonna bust their ass. Right? Coach, I feel like the coach gonna bust their ass. I ain't even gonna stunt. Um, I ain't even finna stunt on that one. And I like what's the name for two? The running back for 2 touchdowns, bro. Two. Yep. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Uh, Jacksonville, Carolina, Giants. I don't want to go too overboard with this. I just want to get this to a plus 1,000. Some that we think can hit, right? Some that we think can hit. Um, Cleveland, Baltimore, Cleveland, Baltimore, Cleveland, Baltimore. That's fucking Bills, Buffalo Bills. I don't know who the fuck with on the Buffalo Bills side. Baltimore Orioles, Zay, and the tight end. I got Kittle down there, right? I got Kittle down there, right? London. There you go. London, Washington, Jets, ran Cincinnati, Miami. It seemed like I just don't see these motherfucking squads. Okay, London, bam, right? Where we at? Plus, oh, I thought that was a plus 800. That's a plus 600. Oh no, we gotta do more then. London, five catches for London, and one more, man, one more. I like Pitts. I like Pitts. I'm gonna take that down. You say London, I say Pitts. Right? I like Pitts for three catches, minus 225. What y'all think about that? London or Pitts? London or Pitts? Trey, London or Pitts? I like Pitts. He been smoking them too. Uh Take a look at some of these numbers here. Um, hmm. Two catches for Pitts. I like that. That might get us to that 1,000 too. Pitts here. Boom, right? So Pitts, he's got two touchdowns versus these guys head to head. Um, Receiving yards, he's over his receiving yards in four straight games. I can click it right here. He's over his receiving yards in four straight games versus them. They play zone 60% of the time. And then here you go. Here you go versus zone right here. Pitts, 35 receptions versus man 12. Two touchdowns versus man and zone. His yards, 418 versus zone, and then 184 versus man. So you can see the comparison right there. Yards after the catch, is that? Yeah, yards after the catch, 194 in zone versus zone and man. Yeah, right. So, right. Um, And these are numbers versus last year, though. And we will get into this. We'll get into this, right? We'll get into this. We'll get into this. But this is a spot, right? So his receptions, these are numbers versus this team. His last two games, he faced them, he hit his receptions. His longest reception, every game he played versus them, he hit his longest reception. His fantasy points, he hit his fantasy points versus them every single game. Okay, every single game, right? So I like Pitts. Now we could definitely take a look at London here. Uh, London is I like London too, but for them two catches, I think I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with, for the odds, the better odds and stuff like that. We going. I'm going with on this one here. We're gonna go with because I forgot all about Pitts. We're gonna go with Pitts. Y'all don't throw a rock at my ass or nothing like that if it if it don't get there. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take. We can go both too, but I'm gonna take London down. I'm gonna sweat out. Oh, that's three receptions. I'm gonna sweat that three receptions out. That's gonna get us that plus 1,000 right there. You can put $1 on it, win 10, $2 on it, get you 20. Uh, if you want to just try to win, if you're trying to just win $25, let me see. If you're trying to win, they don't let me do that no more. You should be able to put your wager, what you're trying to win in over here. Interesting. But yeah, you want to put $3 on it, you can win $30. If you want to put $7 on it, so y'all know how these odds work. Two catches Pitts. I got him up there for three. It's 2 catches is a minus 700. I can't. I don't know. I can't do that. 2 catches. I can't do that. I can't do that. I mean, three. Let me see. Let me see. Receptions. Four here. Seven here. What about last 10 receptions? Mm. Okay. 6 for 20 receptions. What about targets? Three targets, two receptions, pits. Huh? Mm, mm, mm. Y'all killing me. All right. Um, I want to get that to a plus 1,000, bro. I want to get that to a plus 1,000. That's it. Just a plus 1,000. K. Otten, I like him as well, right? I like K. Otten as well. I like this game. I like this game. I like this game. Mike Evans, Drake London, 5 for London. I can go 5 and 2. 5 catches for London and two for Pitts. That'll put us at a plus 1,000 right there. Unless I'm missing something across the industry. Let me take a look. I don't want to take two people from the game. Um, I mean, I do want to take. I don't mind. I do want to take. I mean, you got neighbors. We have. We got a few guys from this Panthers game. Um, you got the number one receiver from the Jets, and you got DK Metcalf. What do they got for DK, man? I think I seen his reception lines pretty low, man. DK receptions, 3 receptions, 490. Or Gary Wilson, 4 receptions. I could probably go with two or one of those two guys, or both of those two guys. Vegas, the Patriots. I got Diggs on there. Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison. You can look at him or Trey McBride. Um, just to get this to a plus 1,000, right? 4 receptions, 5 receptions. Marvin Harrison, 4 receptions for Marvin Harrison at 235. That I really want to put that on there. I really want to put that on there. I think we could put going up against this weak ass defense. I think we could put that up there. I ain't gonna stunt, man. Because even if I took Drake London down and Pitts down, from here, I can put 4 receptions for Marvin Harrison. That'll get us at a plus 1,000. And the defense is in our favor. It's in our favor here because we're going up against the Saints. Does he get it? Does he get it though? Right? Does he get it? Right? Then you got Tyreek Hill, Waddle, um, Tennessee. I don't think I want to mess with any Tennessee guys. Um, and then, like I said, do we have? Mm, 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 Olave. And like I said, I do like them boys, man. Saints defense is weak, man. And I expect that boy to bounce back today. Now, Ricky Pearsall, now these guys here, man, I like this game, right? Pearsall, you can get 3 receptions for Pearsall. He's like the 1 or 2. Juwan Jennings like the 1 or 2. Christian Caffrey, 3 receptions. We got Cooper Cup. George Kittle. Kittle is on there. 4 receptions for Kittle. So man, that's interesting there. That's interesting. Interesting. Yeah. But to throw anything together here, I would probably just go. Let me see one more thing here. Receiving props. I want to see where's Zay receptions at? 4 receptions for Zay at 290. What about Andrews? 3 receptions for Andrews, 420. Hmm. Oh shit. They still got DeAndre Hopkins over there. All right, well, Just to stretch this out because I got to go now. I'm gonna just put in. We're just gonna put in a couple of them to get us there, bro. How about Saints here? We said Saints defense weak. Marvin Harrison Jr. Man, let's steal Marvin Harrison Jr. for 4 receptions, man, and hope he get there. Damn, is he gonna get there? Or is that pain, man? Is that pain? Did I just inflict pain on this lineup? On this, on this here? Did I got Juwan Johnson, Olave for 4, Harrison for 4, Cooper Cup for 4, Diggs for 4, and Joku for 4, Devontae Adams for 4. What? All of them 4s except for Juwan Johnson, 15 yards. Cooper Cup 4 receptions, minus 138. Let's run it. And then we have Chubb. This is a parlay that I'm going to round robin. Chubb, Montgomery, McCaffrey, Evans, and Joku, all plus money. You straight and round robin these. Chubb was at 330. Now it's at plus 196. Money is coming in on Chubb, right? And Joku, all these are straight bets, right? What else here? Two touchdown candidates. Henry, Taylor, Connor. This Chubb guy is in here. It's just a one touchdown for Chubb. I'm around robin this. This is just one touchdown for Chubb. But James Conner, Jonathan Taylor, and Henry, they 2 touchdown candidates. Um, some touchdown guys that I like here: Higgins, Njoku, Connor, Bucky, Evans, Brian Thomas, Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Warren. It's interesting. McCaffrey, minus 115. Walker, plus 135. Jacobs, minus 145. Gibbs, 105. Montgomery, plus 170 for 1 touchdown. Kyron, 125. Chubb, over here is 185. Henry, minus 150. Andrews, plus 185. I also like the 1.5. Let me see. Finna get out of here. Let me see. I like a ton of shit. Too much shit, right? Too much shit. I could see instances where Flacco can probably go over 1.5 touchdowns, probably. Bengals, we know what the deal is with that situation. Um, I really like Connor in this one here, man. Arizona. 1.5 passing touchdowns for Baker Mayfield. If that's where the line is at, I can't see. I can't talk you off of that. Bucky. Um, 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 1.5 passing touchdowns for the Jacksonville. What's his name? The Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on now, help me out. Um, mm, I'm gonna throw that out there. I don't got Nico Collins up there. He deserves to be up there for a touchdown. 1.5 passing touchdowns for Lamar, and we'll talk about that Vikings game tomorrow. Okay. Um, be safe out there. I got some chalk. I got a bunch of chalk plays like some Higgins and I mean not Higgins, Chase, and your Henry's touchdowns and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm not going to be doing a lot here, right? But I will be doing some live betting and stuff like that. And then, last but not least, you guys can live bet, man. You can live bet, and you have sweet ass numbers when it comes to let me see, parlay builder. Um, Do they have first quarter here for that, right? First TD, either player, either or 10 yards reception, 15 yards reception, 20 yards reception, 30 yards reception, sack, first quarter winner, first half. Okay, so no. So when you're looking at first quarter, they got a bunch of different first quarter sweet ass plays, right? So man, would it so I like first quarter reception plays and rushing plays and stuff like that. So, for instance, I would look at receiving props here. First quarter, um, 14 and a half. That's a lot. Travis Hunter, 8.5 receiving yards. Carolina Panthers. Pittsburgh Steelers, first quarter. So, Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall, first quarter receiving yards. One catch for Brees Hall at plus 114 first quarter. Garrett Wilson, 8.5. DK Metcalf, 10.5. Brees Hall is interesting. I like his catches. I like Brees Hall catches, receptions. Um, Arizona Cardinals, first quarter, receiving props. Interesting. Receiving yards, 14 from Trey McBride. Marvin Harrison, 10.5, huh? Olave, first quarter, 7.5. Um, Johnson. Do they got him up there? I want to play Johnson. He would be somebody that I want to play. Plus money for a 1 yard. Juwan Johnson. Okay. And these you can live bet him. I think the best place to live bet him is on FanDuel. That's what all I do is sit here and do that. Cincinnati Bengals. I'm not even going to look at that. Miami, Tampa Bay, San Francisco 49ers, and um, first quarter receiving yards. Cooper Cup, 3.5. First quarter for George Kittle, 10.5. And Jigba, 9.5. And Pearsall, 4.5. I like that. Juwan Jennings, 7.5. The 4.5 for Pearsall is interesting to me. First quarter. And hmm, receiving props first quarter. What about Zay? 9.5. What about Andrews? 6.5. What about now drives also? Are they still doing the drives? whatever. But last but not least here, don't forget um, both teams to score a touchdown uh, in each quarter, each half. Don't forget that. Both teams to score a touchdown in each half at plus minus 110 and two touchdowns in each half at plus 1300. Last but not least, going right back over it again. Um, the lay here, the Johnson 15 yards, 4 yards for Olave, 4 for Harrison, 4 for Cup, 4 for Diggs, 4 for Njoku, 4 for Adams. It came down. Now I'm still gonna play it. It was a plus 1,000. Um, a round robin touchdown parlay. I'm a round robin this by threes. Chubb, Montgomery, McCaffrey, Evans, and Njoku. Round robin by threes. Um, James Conner for 2, Taylor for 2, Henry for 2, and then Nick Chubb for 1. Round robin, threes of 4. Um, some touchdown guys you might, all these should be straights, right? Higgins, Njoku, Connor, that's 2. Bucky, Evans, Thomas, Taylor, Warren, McCaffrey, Walker, Jacobs, Gibbs, Montgomery, um, Kyron Williams, Nick Chubb, Henry, and Andrews. All those should be straights, except for like your Henrys and stuff that's And then remember, last but not least, the Baltimore, both teams to score a touchdown in minus 110 in each half, and then 2 if you're feeling froggy, 2 touchdowns in each half. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. I got a bunch of straight touchdown plays going. Bunch of straight, and I'll be live betting the rest of the way through. Peace out. When we get more data, it'll definitely be more better. It's just the first week here. It's just the first week, man. Straight up.